What advice do you have for a 16-year-old? Learn how to recognize that you're drunk before you go to any parties. So much experience hidden in this sentence. Be true to yourself. Don't let other people pressure you to be something you are not. Maintain good nutrition and exercise or sports. It's an important investment for your future. That future looks like the distance from Earth to Mars right now. But people start saving for retirement in their 20s. Remember, this is a way of making sure you're in good shape in your 20s, 30s and beyond. No, you can't just eat and drink and do whatever you want and go to the doctor and get a pill to fix a problem, monsieur. You have to take responsibility for your own body. Don't lie, just do. It brings a never-ending cycle of problems. Get in the habit of not lying. No, you don't have to be an asshole about everything. There are ways to deal with situations. Just don't, and, of course, don't manipulate people. If your friends are toxic, get new ones. Remember that you're only passing through this place onto the next one. The situation you're in now, whatever it is temporary. Just love life. Start saving now. Read a lot. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever interests you, just read. Asterisk drink water. Asterisk leave it better than you found it. Always carry a pen. A pocket knife wouldn't hurt either. Be kind to everyone, especially those who have nothing to offer you. Let your parents know how much you appreciate them and what they do for you. Spend time with your grandparents. They're awesome. Learn how to change a tire and keep jumper cables in your car. When entrusted with a secret, keep it. Return a borrowed car with a full tank of gas. Ask questions. Show up on time, which means 15 minutes early. Learn how to cook. Start by making one meal per week for your family. Eat it. Don't ever enter a swimming pool via the stairs. Be like a duck, calm on the surface and paddling like crazy below. Never be afraid to ask out the best-looking girl, guy in the room, monsieur. Give credit. Take the manners make the man. Led by example, not explanation. This guy, edit, I'm 33, and the points above are an exact example of, I wish that I knew what I know now. Absolutely perfected. For other onlookers, I hope we all realize how valuable all of this information really is. It's a gift to be told this at any point, even better at age 16. Also, go for higher education. Don't just think you can be a dropout and join the military. Well, you can. But your career progression is capped if you do it that way. Instead, get a degree. Start as an officer. Respect the heck out of your sergeants when you become a first lieutenant. Then keep moving up the ranks. You want to be a captain by the time you're 26, not a staff sergeant. Think about the income you're making in the higher ranks. Health benefits, financial support for your family. Got a law? Join as an officer and become a military lawyer. Want out of the military? Good, now you can work at a top law firm with your background as a military lawyer. The military loves people with university degrees. Set your goals for high management level ranks, so don't cap yourself as a sergeant with an income you do not deserve. One day you'll have more debts, expenses, cancer and divorce. Unfortunately, honor and respect don't cover that. Learn how credit works, how to it, and start realistically considering how you'd like to earn money. Seriously, dude. Get your credit up early. I put it off because I didn't want to spend money I didn't own. But it's a nice crutch to have when used responsibly, and it's not as scary as adults made it sound. That's because they assume you hear free money and you'll max it out. As long as you're not a dingus, it'll really help. Edit. Thanks for the goal, but just to specify, you can use your credit however you'd like, even if the end goal isn't a loan or a house. For me, it's to be able to treat myself for something I like and pay it off responsibly. It helps me in the long run and I get what I want quicker. I don't use it hazardously, and it's a nice little treat now and again. Different strokes, different folks. PPA. And how would one go about building up their credit? Or if you don't mind me asking, how did you do it personally? The whole concept of credit and how to build it up is quite confusing. Avoid addiction. I wouldn't advise mostly credit score and savings advice here be taken too seriously until mid to late 20s, but addiction is the real spiral you can't recover from, monsieur. Very few people know what they want to do with their lives, and even less know what they want to do when they were 16. Most people who seem confident are either projecting or faking it, since it's a pretty scary idea. Relax, try things, take your time. You're going to grow and change a lot between now and your mid-20s, so don't rush it. When something is right, you'll know. Source: college academic advisor. Don't stress over your current reputation or social circle. Aside from the education, very few things about high school years will last or affect your future life significantly. As for the education, don't think that's terminal either. You can always study more. Also, high school is not for everyone. For some people, vocational school is the bomb. And GT, don't stress over your current reputation or social circle. Aside from the education, very few things about high school years will last or affect your future life significantly. This is probably more relatable for teens struggling socially. In my early 20s, I met several of my former classmates who got bullied or were outsiders in school, and all of them did a lot better once they were done with high school. Getting a bit of a fresh start with some new people, plus the fact that people mature a lot around that age, did wonders for the monsieur. Ask a lot of questions. Everyone you meet has some knowledge that can be useful to you. Look people in the eye when you're speaking. Be an active participant in your life. Don't be afraid of change. Not everyone is going to like you. You don't have to like everyone else. Be kind when you can. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy your time as a teenager you only experience once. Think about what you want to do in life, a trade or career, and start making moves towards it. Spend time with family and friends. That life path that you choose may not work out, may turn out differently than you imagined, may need to be just the hobby you have on the side while you pay the bills. Be a serious driver. Don't text and drive. Slow down. Don't drive angry and accept that everyone makes mistakes. I have met parents who lost their child due to a car accident, and those people were so heartbroken. It's like they were dead inside. Do everything you can so you won't hear another extremely sad story. Grades are important, but what's more important, to pick up a skill in something you're passionate in. When you start finding jobs in the future, probably every candidate is equally bright, and the thing that can set you apart would be your passion. Learn a second language. It's easier if you started earlier, but it's still easier at 16 compared to 25 or older. There will be many times in your life when you will be discouraged from doing something because you should have started sooner. Always know that, no matter when you start, 5 years down the road, you'll be glad you did it. Saving, exercise, learning to cook, dancing, guitar, rock climbing, journaling. Whatever. Don't procrastinate ever. Start thinking about your future, about what you want to do to earn. Just don't get stuck in a place where you didn't want to be. The amount of frustration begins to take a toll on your mental health otherwise. Mostly, just stay positive and take the counsel of wise people whenever possible. I will save this advice to read it later. Use birth control when, if you become sexually active. 2 forms is best, both a hormonal and a barrier. Pulling out is extremely ineffective, and yes, you can absolutely get pregnant the first time. My brother thought pulling out was effective. He has a child now at 20. Always salt your pasta before boiling it. Wait, people, don't wear a condom, monsieur, or force him to wear a condom, no matter how much he whines. For the love of all that is holy, there is no excuse, none where. Make him wear a condom, goddamit. Your friends may come and go. Appreciate him while they're with you. There's a difference between feeling good and actually being happy. It's hard to understand at first. But figuring it out will help you realize when you're in a toxic situation, be it with various substances or with a relationship. Do your homework. Don't waste time on Reddit. Live your youth fully. You don't have to be perfect. Make mistakes. Learn from them, monsieur. And most important one, choose your friends carefully. Try not to slack off too much. Get your schooling. I know it's fun to goof off, but your schooling is also really important. Find a balance between the both. Coming from a 17-year-old who thought it would be a food idea to goof off all throughout high school and is currently attending alt school and will most likely be here until I'm 19, 20, don't end up like me. If you fall hard for someone and they don't feel the same towards you, even though it may seem like they're the one, and it may feel like your whole world has been shattered, just know that eventually you will be over it and you'll move on, even if you may not want to move on. Eventually your feelings will change. Learn to be wrong. Learn to hold yourself accountable. Learn to be willing to adjust your views.